Hello, welcome to the Italy episode. If you are new here, I am Alexis, but you can call me Lex. I am the host of Mom Fine, and I am currently traveling Europe for 2 months with my best friend, and this is the Italy episode. So I hope that this episode helps you figure out what you should do in Italy. And yeah, and if you haven't, go ahead and listen to the other ones. I've been to Iceland, London, Scotland, Amsterdam, Austria, Slovenia, Budapest, Croatia, and now in Italy. Right now, I'm at Allie's host family's house, and you listened to previous episodes. Allie was an au pair last summer, and I met her at the end of her au pair journey, and we backpacked for 3 weeks. Did the Amalfi Coast, Switzerland, France, Amsterdam, Scotland, and Dublin. That was my past Europe trip, but now we're back at the host family's house. We're in Rome, and Allie and I are actually splitting up right now. I'm gonna go road trip the Dolomites by myself. She's going on a little romantic getaway, a little romantic road trip. But yeah, so welcome to Italy episode. Super excited. See you all in the Dolomites.
Yep. I'm in the Dolomites. I picked up my car from Venice airport. It was kind of a shit show. I trained into the Maestre bus station, and then I had to go to the airport. And then I got so discombobulated getting into the airport. I think I got on the wrong bus, but I ended up making it because I bought an Omeo bus ticket. The directions that it gave me was just not adequate, and I just got all turned around. But I took bus number 15 for the public transportation via Cappuccini to the airport, and then was able to find the car rental place, picked up my car. It's so from Rome, went from the Rome Terbitina to Venezia Maestre, and then Maestre took a bus to the airport, and then was able to find my car and do all that. And then I went to a grocery store, which I'll show, right near the Prosecco Hills. It's wine country. And then after that, drove through Bologna, and then to my hostel, which hostel is so cute, so surprised, love, adorable. The lady that checked me in was so lovely. There's a kitchen, the rooms are nice and cool. So that's basically all I have. Okay, peace. Okay, so this is where our hostel is. It's a little strip outside of these mountains. There it is. So cute. There's my car, not the van. But yeah, and there's a little it's so cute. Sorry if I'm moving really fast, but yeah, so my gosh, hello everyone. So I just wanted to close out the day. Amazing. The Dolomites has completely surpassed everything. Literally this morning the sunrise was beautiful. Both the hikes that we did were absolutely stunning. The Dolomites are on your list. Fucking do them and rent a car. Don't do the public transportation. You can, but don't. I met 2 people that I was hiking with today that don't have a car, and they've just been really appreciative that I have a car and that I've been able to drive and do things because I have more freedom. 2 things. One thing, my portable, my adapter thing broke. Try to find another one. I'm gonna go into Belluno and see if I'll be able to get one. Day was great. Literally made a whole bunch of pasta last night, and so happy because tonight I did not want to cook, and I was able to just heat it up and eat and just fucking be done with it. Tried to get gas, couldn't get gas. It was weird. All of our cards wouldn't go through. It's a self-serve pump type thing, and so I'm gonna have to try to get gas tomorrow, but that was really weird. And so we did the 3 peaks first. We hiked from 9 to 1:32, maybe 1:30, took a little bit of break, and then did the Cadini, which was the second one, and that was way shorter. So definitely do the 3 peaks first and then do that one. They're right next to each other but in opposite directions. So yeah, and that one, it's the mountains that you get to see are absolutely amazing. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Hello everyone. I am getting ready because I'm in Florence now and I need to close out the Dolomites because I forgot to do it. So as I'm like getting ready, I'm gonna do it. I have some things that I would change about my second day. So we went to Lake Saze. Let's just say we went down from our hostel, and so we went to a Lake di Cazia, which was so cool. And then after, but obviously because that's what you get when you go in fall, is like the lakes and the waterfalls, like they're not as, flowing. Like there's a waterfall right next to our hostel, and like it was, like not really existing. I said that before when I was in Yosemite. That just is what happens, which is like, like totally fine. Like you get the fall colors. And we definitely started seeing what is it called? The larches? I think it's the larches. And so went down and we did that lake, and then the guy that I was like, part of our there was like three of us, me, Eden, and this guy named Ali, asked me if I could drop him off in Bolzano because the route that I was taking passed near it, and I was like, sure. And then the girl that I was with, she was like, oh, like that place is so cute, like it would be like a good stop. Look at my little curl. This is my non's curl, and it actually is this way because my brother fucking cut my hair when I was little, and so I just have a hair that's like way shorter than the rest of them. Okay, anyways, so then we went into Bolzano, and like on the outskirts, it's like a pretty big, like it's just like a city, and I was like kind of like, do I even want to stay here? And just like walked around there. But like granted, like the weather in the morning was like really good, and it was just like foggy and eerie, and like it was like a vibe. And then it started raining, and so then we get into Bolzano, granted because I also wanted to do this like national park, and we were gonna do the cable car, and then Lake Spraye, so that is how you say it. And so I was like, okay, like I'm in the Dolomites to be in nature. Like I don't really want to be in a city right now. We go in and we're like in the city, and I was like, okay, like I want to leave. We got shit to do. But it was cute. Like I think if I wasn't like crunched for like only 2 days, like it would have been a cute city, because I also had to get an outlet for my adapter for my charging stuff because my adapter broke, and it's hit or miss. Like the bulbs are too big, so if there's covers on the outlets, it doesn't fit. So like literally the only thing that I could like use is in the bathroom, and so I'm like, fuck, should I just like get another one? Because I'm not tired of being like Como and not be able to charge any of my shit. We left and we did the 60 day. I know I'm butchering things, y'all know that's gonna be in the batch guide, so don't even worry about it. We did a cable car in this national park, and honestly, like Emma recommended this national park, and I would do the hike. I do not recommend paying $40 for this cable car. When we got up there, couldn't see shit, barely anything because of the fucking fog, so that was a fucking bummer. And then after that, because the girl that I was with, she needed to be back, by 6:30. It was raining, yada yada yada, so we ended up making the call not to do Lake Bryce that night, which we could have done it. Like I meant, like these girls later came to our hostel, and they were there at the time that we would have been there, and it would have been fine. And I just, I was grateful for the company, grateful for like the chip in for gas, but like if it wasn't for her wanting to be back in Cortina at a certain time, I probably I would have done it. And so that was just kind of like a bummer, because like the views today were not like the same that the girls got, but that I met at the hostel. And so it's like, stay la vie, whatever. Went into Cortina, and then like went back to the hostel, and I literally have been eating the same thing for the past 3 days, because I cooked all that pasta the first night, and then I've been doing like avocado toast, and just been eating the same thing. And like, yes, it's been repetitive, but it's been so good. Like the last nights and stuff, like I did not want to cook, so it was so nice to just go in and be able to feed it out. Like last night there was leftover zucchini and bell pepper that I cut up, but just in general, it's been just like, it was like I did good in terms of that. And so then this morning I woke up so early, drove to the lake. It was raining, foggy, but it was like, you know what, you don't get to have perfect everything. Like I feel so fortunate to have had that day hiking the 3 peaks and the Cadini group, like literally mid-October. Like they were saying that like by that time it's shit, absolute shit. So like, I was like, it's like your brain likes to fixate on the negative of things, but I just am, actively training it to just be like, you got to see so much and you got to do so much. And it was an amazing, like, it literally healed my soul. This is what I needed. Like, knowing that we had cut Iceland short, I was like, the Dolomites will like fulfill that. And it completely did. I feel so good doing that trip, like amazing. Like the money that I would have spent extending Iceland went to the Dolomites, and it was just like absolutely fabulous. And so yeah, did that, and then went back through Cortina, got a postcard, went and dropped off the car at the airport, and then there's strikes and like shit going on. So then I wasn't like, my bus like never showed up. Bus 15 never fucking showed up. I had to take a $35 taxi to Maestra to get my train, missed my train because of traffic, had to take a later train, literally got here into Florence, and there's just fucking bullshit going on. I don't even know. And so the public transportation, like the buses in Florence were fucking packed, like it was insane. And now we're in Florence and I'm getting ready to go to dinner and Tommy's on his way. And guys, I'm like nervous, excited, like I shaved my whole body. So we'll see. So yeah, that's like basically my update. Overall, Dolomites, fucking amazing. Rent a car. Don't fuck with the public transportation. That's just my opinion. I'm so happy to have a car. Do it. Fucking do it. It is absolutely fucking epic. Like stunning. Like I would love to go back during spring. Yeah, so that's the Dolomites. Now we are in Florence and we're in our Airbnb. And yeah, so now we're gonna like spend the weekend in Florence. And I'm just like, so excited. It's like kind of weird being back in civilization after like not being in civilization for like a while. And so yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on like literally everything, like all the dates. But yeah, Dolomites, do the fucking Dolomites. They were fucking amazing. Okay, that's all I have. Love you. Bye.
So, before we full on get into Lake Como, I obviously need to close out Florence. So, yesterday we did the Uffizi, which is like a museum filled with like literally the beginnings of like art and like the Renaissance and like Michelangelo, Leonardo, famous art, and it was like amazing. It was so fun. Like I highly recommend doing it. And then we went to this breakfast place, but because we were running late, because I literally went to go do laundry and there was a laundromat right next to the Airbnb and I just like couldn't find it, and then went to one that was 10 minutes away. It was just like I fucking fucked up and it was stupid of me. Okay, I fucked up and I don't remember what it is, but it's right next to the Uffizi. I'll have it in the Thatch guide. Ali found it and it looked so good, but we didn't have enough time before because you have to schedule a time to go into the Uffizi, and we were at 11:45. We were just fucking running late. The laundry shit put me behind. It was just a shit show. And so, but we ended up getting bagels and I got a iced matcha latte, and it was like so good. So definitely recommend that place. I actually wish I would have been able to eat there, like try their other food, but I mean, c'est la vie. So we did the Uffizi, but then of course, as soon as we get out of the Uffizi, it starts to rain. And so Tommy took us to like this like big like a warehouse thing where you like go up and there's like multiple different places that you can eat and pick, and then it's like a big old like food court type vibe. And so we went there, got some wine, a whole bunch of food to try, which was really good. After lunch, went, grabbed a coffee, hung out more, and then went back to Airbnb and just like chilled before we got dinner. And Tommy made reservations at this like really nice restaurant. The steaks were so good. Like it was yum. We got like a whole bunch of food and like all split it, and it was definitely not cheap. Like our bill was like almost 300 euros. Like it was like 245 euros. And then yeah, and then this morning I had to take a bus to the train station, the Santa Maria train station, trained to Milan, and then Milan to Verona, and then ferried from Verona to Bellagio, which is where I'm staying, which is like a little town off our village, like off of Lake Como. I recommend staying at this hostel. It's so cute. It's a little like bed and breakfast like farmstead. I was doing research and people don't really recommend actually staying in Como because like you want to come out this way to visit like the gardens and like a whole bunch of stuff that are like out this way, and so it's recommended to like stay in Bellagio or in Verona. Yeah, so I would do either or. I would stay at this hostel. It's so cute. Yeah, so literally got here, had to walk because the freaking bus was packed, and they let on so many people that by the time it was like my turn, there was like nothing. And so it was like a 25-minute walk here to the hostel. And yeah, literally got here and I was like, I want to go swim. Like, that's what I want to go do. So like literally went and you saw me swim, and now I'm gonna go get food, go out to dinner. Yeah, so that is it for the update for Florence. Just to recap and close that out. Public transportation was like, I mean, we only had one time where it like using the buses, it like took a while to show up, and then there's like an app where you can buy your tickets. Our Airbnb was like definitely like a 30-minute walk from a lot of things, so we were a little bit on the outskirts, but with like the buses and like, you know, walking's fine. Oh, hold on. We literally, okay, so then we went to dinner, and then after dinner, we met up with some of Tommy's friends, and we went to like this square, like near this area you could like see bars, and it was like a pop-in place, like multiple. We were at the Plaza Santo Spirito, and so like there was like all of like here, I mean, weed's illegal, but like people are like smoking weed and stuff. It's near the Santa Espirito Museum. Yeah, like bars, just like restaurants and stuff. And then we went to a club, I think called Enough, and that was fun. And oh my god, you guys, I got so fucking drunk. Like wine, vodka sodas, Jaeger, like who I think I am. This morning was rough. I literally didn't go to bed. I don't even know what time I went to bed, and then had to get up and then fucking get ready, and then, you know, travel day. Yeah, that's all I have. Peace. Yo. Okay, so I'm ready. Gonna go do one of the villas that we actually get in here for free because we're staying here. But I just wanted to add that I think my supplements that I've been taking have been really making sure that I'm like staying healthy. This is like my little bag of medicine, and there's some things that I haven't used, like my allergy stuff. I haven't had to use Dayquil or NyQuil because I've been like doing really good. But I do the probiotic seed. Great. It took me a little bit when I first got here to like adjust to it. Like in Iceland, I was having really bad stomach issues. It's been good now. And then I take immune support, and then I've been taking my hormone like balancing support because I'm still trying to figure my life out with my fucking birth control. And then these charcoal pills have been really helpful for when I have a stomach ache. Also, if I were to get food poisoning, that's been really good. I actually haven't been really taking my magnesium. I probably should. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. And then I have like Advil, Dayquil, like allergy stuff, and then I've been taking like electrolytes and immunity powder stuff in the morning, and that's just been super good. I'm about to head out to go explore. Today's like the day that it's not gonna rain, so I'm gonna have fun.
Hello. So last day in Lake Como, I'm getting the ferry to Leno. I got it at point 1 at 11:45, literally ran here so that I can make it. I'm going to do the Star Wars villa, and then I'm going to go do another villa. And I'm so excited. It's raining, but I'm dressed for the rain. I have an umbrella, and it's going to be so good.
Okay, so off the ferry, on my way to Villa del Malbeneo. Probably said that wrong. It's like a 30-minute walk, so I'm just on like a leisurely stroll. And this is like, I'm not walking uphill. I'm like really fucking excited. Even though the weather's like shit, I don't care because I fucking love Star Wars. So I'm excited. Here's the gates. Still walking. Star Wars villa done. Now I'm headed to my second villa in Tremenzo. My freaking hair, but I literally have too much shit in my hands. I'm eating snacks and I literally got the Dolomites. Yeah, I'm going to a Villa Bartala. I don't know. And then I'm gonna go to this hotel and get like a hot drink because it's so cold. So far I'm just braving the rain, doing what I do. Excited for this villa. this fucking guy. Anyways, I just wanted to add this because it just happened right now, but the Cinque Terre ridgeline, the thing that I said in the Dolomites that I said wasn't worth it when you ride the gondola and pay, well, I just saw this couple that I follow on Instagram, they did it, and oh, the views that they got would have made it worth it. I'm so sad that I missed it. So fucking sad. But I just needed to add that now so that I wouldn't forget, and you all just like literally watch me almost eat shit. So it's worth it. Also, that villa with the museum that I just did, literally fucking loved it. Like, loved it. It was so amazing, so fun. Highly recommend. Now I'm headed back. Gonna go find a coffee shop to hang out in until all the restaurants open back up at 7 for dinner because I'm literally starving and I haven't eaten lunch. I'm surviving off those fucking snacks and the breakfast that I had at the hostel. But, oh, it's a good day. It stopped raining, so sweet. Also, here's that super famous hotel. I don't think I'm gonna go in it, but here it is. There's the pool over there for it. So, yeah. Yo, what is up? I'm back from the day. I brought you guys along with me the entire time, and I just want to recap. But I didn't get to podcast last night about yesterday. Basically, yesterday, had breakfast in my hostel, and then I explored Bellagio. And then I took the ferry to Verona and then explored Verona. Got some jewels, which I actually think I might go back and change out some. I actually love the place that I got them from. It's, I'm so fucking tired, you guys. Like, I'm just absolutely just fucking knackered. And it's the street, literally on the street that I was like sitting and taking photos on forever. Yala e Lelo. One of the things that I really like to do when I travel is, since I don't have a lot of space for souvenirs, I collect postcards and I like to buy myself jewelry. So literally just like romped around there, just like took photos, like enjoyed just like being there. It's so cute, picturesque, like adorbs. And then I got the ferry back into Bellagio and had dinner at one of the best restaurants that I've eaten at. It was so good. It will be in the Thatch guide, but it was so fucking good. Like a little restaurant, and all of my research, I didn't stumble upon it, but then I was just like walking around on my first night here. They weren't taking any more for dinner. I wanted to go there for lunch, wasn't taking anybody for lunch, and then I finally was able to get in there last night for dinner, and it was so good. I got like the raviolis. They had like a really good salad, like a tiramisu. Like it was just like so good. Yeah, so that was like yesterday. So it's like still like a really good day. Like the ferry, super easy to navigate. I was able to plan out when and where. There is a website, and one thing I would say is I forgot that there's 2 ferries that go from Bellagio to Verona, and so I only looked at one, and I was like kind of like had this like awkward time, but which was fine because I also had to wait till like 7 o'clock for the restaurants to reopen. So like Como is definitely a place where they have that space in between lunch and before dinner. Like today I kind of got fucking screwed with it because I was like, oh my god, I'm like so happy to be back at the hostel. So they like take a break, so maybe around like 2:33 they close and don't back open up until 7. And like my hostel, I don't think the kitchen is for us to use, so it's not like I could like go get like a grocery store and like buy food and like cook here, because like on hostel, like I didn't ask, but on Hostel World it didn't say that like there was like kitchen for service like we could use. So yeah, that was yesterday. Like really good day, like lovely. And then today, you know, woke up, did breakfast, took you guys along for like literally everything. And I would say like my favorite villa was the second one that I did today, and I'm like really happy that I was able to do it. I was able to buy tickets there for the Star Wars villa that I did, which is obviously that's not the name of it, but bought reserve online, got it from like Get Your Guide. Usually if you're gonna do the tour with it, then your time matters. If you're not, which because the tour was 23 euros, and then just like go into like the villa and the park area and the gardens, it was 12 euro, and it wasn't that far from the ferry. So literally ferried into Leno, then Leno to Termezzo,
Termizo, and then the second villa that I did was like so close to the ferry, and then I passed that like super famous like hotel and just looked at it. I was like, okay, that's cool. Obviously, if the weather was nice, I probably would have gone out to like their terrace where like they have like the floating pool and stuff, but I don't know. I was just like, I don't really feel the need to go in there to just like get a drink or whatever, which honestly now maybe I should have, but c'est la vie. And then I got the ferry back and I was in this like weird time of like, fuck, do I go to a cafe and just get like a sandwich? But I literally hadn't eaten lunch. I was like starving. And I was gonna go to that restaurant that I went to last night that was so good. And so I was like, okay, let me just like post up at this like a bar cafe area. I'll get like a cup of tea. And then I saw that they had pancakes and I was like, maybe I can have a pancake. I ordered tea, pancakes, just sat and like read my book. And then I look up and I see my waiter from last night. And I was like, oh fuck, like maybe he had the night off. And then I look and they're fucking closed. So then I just like was like, well fuck, like, because there was like this cafe near my hostel that I was like thinking about just like going to and just getting like maybe like 2 sandwiches and like calling it a night. But I didn't do that. And so then I went to the restaurant that I first went to here and where I got like that risotto with the fish. And they were like, oh, the kitchen doesn't open until 7. And by that point I was like, fuck it, give me some wine. So then I just like sat there for like an hour sipping on this 1 glass of wine, reading my book, literally finished my book, the Dre book that I was reading. So good. I wish it had more dirty scenes. Like I needed more detail like Sarah J Maas, but it was still good. And now I've started The Cruel Prince. And yeah, so then I sat there, got French onion soup. I literally ordered the French onion soup and some like pasta. By the time I finished the French onion soup, I was like, my eyes were bigger than my stomach. Can I please cancel that? And then I walked here and it was like a 15-minute walk. And I know that because I literally put on Call Her Daddy, Making of the Offset, because I was like, ugh, I'm so tired. My body hurts. I literally just want to get into bed. And I'm done with the day. Like I truly am fucking exhausted. So yeah, there's like my little recap. Lake Como was lovely. I honestly think 2 full days was just enough. And I got to see a lot and I did a lot, and you know, happy then to just use the ferries to get from point A to point B. And tomorrow I head to Cinque Terre and Allie's meeting me there. She decided to come. So she's in Siena I think right now, and so she's meeting me in Cinque Terre, and then we're like basically in Rome like the rest of the time. I literally can't believe that it's fucking coming to an end. This went by so incredibly fast, like so fast. So Florence was good. Lake Como, I always got fucking rained on, but you know, you gotta see the beauty in all aspects of Mother Nature. But I couldn't imagine this place like summertime and nice. Well, way packed. Like it's packed now. Like it's pretty busy now. But yeah, that's like my update. I need to pack up all my shit. Leaving tomorrow. I have a train at 10:35. Gotta catch the ferry to Verona and then head to Cinque Terre. I also want to say like how I've been like finding out my transportation has been like Google Maps and Trenitalia. But Google Maps is like really good to like figure out like what you need to use in order to like book. But Trenitalia, train line has been really good. Move It is really good. Yeah, that's like what is helpful. So basically if you're like traveling and shit, or you want to like figure out how you're gonna get places, type in where you are, where you want to go. And especially with Trenitalia, because then you can do trains. You can like point A to point B, like literally from Florence, Santa Maria to Milan to, I'd literally put Florence, Santa Maria to Verona, and then went online for the ferry system. But literally there's everything's on Google. You can figure it out. I figured it out. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm an intelligent human being, but I'm also, like I've said before, I can be a little tiny genius sometimes, and other times I think I'm the dumbest person on this planet. You know, anybody can travel. Look at this fucking contraption that I have. But I think this is like a good note for like anybody else. My outlet thing broke. Like this literally somehow screwed fucking off. This is the one that I got from like Amazon and like from home. And so then I bought another one. Okay, look at this one. Okay, you see how that is like thicker than this one? You see that? So I bought this one when I was in the Dolomites. It would work. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Like I'm going to show you like where it would work. But in these, some hostels. Okay, well, there goes my light. You see that? You see that? That's little. That's like fucking little. So because I can't use this, because usually this I could still use the one that I got from home. I could just like use the American outlet and it fits. Well, that doesn't fucking fit in there. So then at the train station in Florence, because I realized that when I got into our Airbnb in Florence about that whole thing, I was like, fuck, I should just buy another one just like by the off chance. So now I have this fucking massive one, and then I have to plug this in, and then I have the shit to charge my fucking camera batteries. And so this is like my fucking charging setup now. It's insane. And it's bright as fuck, and it like keeps me up. Fucking crazy. And so now let me show you the outlet that it would work in. And so if buying one, especially for Europe, don't take the chance with the bigger. See, it fits in that, but not in the little ones with the covers. And so obviously not fucking ideal, but I wanted to add that and show that so that you don't make the same mistake that I do. If it's this big, don't buy it. You need to get a smaller one. It's gonna be hit or miss. Lovely chatting. Bye.
Okay, so we went to my jewelry shop and they didn't open up until 10:30, but I was like, I'll just wait and hopefully they'll come because my train's at 10:35, and they did, and I ended up keeping my rings. And so, but that feels good because then I don't have like buyer's remorse and I'm like happy with what I got. But I also just wanted to add that I literally felt like fucking shit. I want to say that I jinxed myself. Like, I literally think I was so dehydrated and just like absolutely dying. And I hope I just don't get fucking sick. All my meds, my immune support, Dayquil. I just think I'm so dehydrated, like so dehydrated. And then like literally slept like ass, and it was just like fucking terrible. Yeah, now I wanted to add that because I also wanted to add about like that hostel, like so cute, loved it, like all of it, but it was so squeaky, like the top bunks, like anytime anybody would walk around you could hear it, and it was just like, I guess that's the only thing I will knock it for is that, but other than that it was a really good hostel. Yeah, I just like hope I don't get fucking sick. Okay, outside Cinque Terre! We're finally reunited and we're gonna go swim. We got like drinks and food at the restaurant near our hostel. We basically not just drinks, we had bottles. And we're gonna go swim. I'm so excited. Okay, that's our update. Bye. Yeah, that's a negative on the swim because we would drown. The toxic train is thinking I can go and swim right now. Yeah, we can go swim. We can swim in that.
Okay, yo, what's up? In Cinque Terre, Alan and I got so fucking drunk last night, you already know. And today, we just did 4 out of the 5 little villages in Cinque Terre. So we're staying in the Rio... Guys, I'm getting sick. Last night was crazy. Like, why did we drink so much? So we're in Rio Maggiore. Oh, I know I said that wrong. And then we trained up to, because the walk, the coastal walk, because of the landslide, you can't do it, which sucks because that's like the big main part of like Cinque Terre is doing that coastal walk. But like you can't do it. It's not going to be open until 2024. So we trained to Manarola, which you can either buy the train pass, which I wish I would have done that today because it's literally €5 each way for a fucking 2-minute ride, which is just dumb. So from Rio Maggiore, which is at the very last one, and then to Manarola, and then to Corniglia, which Ali and I got lunch there, but it's really little, didn't really like it that much, like not like the other ones. And then we went to Vernazza, which I really liked, and yeah, we've just been like bebopping around. We got lunch. Where we got lunch was really good. Yeah, like literally had like such a good like shrimp, like pasta, like, and had like fresh goat cheese, like local goat cheese. Breakfast this morning like wasn't really like crazy or good. Like it was just like after 3 bottles of wine we just needed anything to get us through, just make us alive again. And yeah, it was good. Like all the towns are like pretty similar, and like I think without having the coastal walk like that, like being down, I'm not getting like the full effect of like Cinque Terre, but like still enjoying it. And like the weather wise, like tomorrow's supposed to be good weather, so I'm like really hoping that tomorrow we get to go swim. Yeah, so that was like the day. It's like basically just like bopping around to each place, exploring, walking around. And yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go adventure with a guy named Michael that's in our hostel, and hopefully we'll get better weather tomorrow. We can go swim and just hang and vibe and watch the sunset, and hopefully it'll have like a really pretty sunset. But oh fuck, it's literally gonna start raining. But like that's like basically my update for today. Getting here, took the train, easy peasy. Hostel is right next to the train
tube. Literally, this is probably the worst communal living that we've done. There was a freaking guy last night that kept his fucking light on at 5 a.m. Like, God knows what. There's like 14 people. It's kind of a shit show. Like, yeah, it's not the best. But I mean, for cheap and for what we needed, it's working. But like, this is my view right now, which is like insane. Like, what? And this is like the little terrace. But, I mean, that's like fucking stunning. So, yeah, we'll like check back in, let you guys know how tomorrow goes. And yeah, we'll wrap up Cinque Terre and leave Saturday for Rome. Y'all, I got some shit to tell you. One, I'm back in Rome. And the lighting in this fucking room is terrible. So let's just start. Yeah, Cinque Terre was really cute. The second day that I spent there, I spent with Michael, who was the Aussie that was staying in the fucking 14 mixed dorm. Oh my God, that hostel was crazy. Like, not in a good way. And so we explored Florence and Monterosso together, and I would say Florence is my favorite. I would say about Cinque Terre as a whole that we didn't get to experience it the way that most people get to experience it, because there was a massive landslide that took out the beautiful coastal walk that you do to go to each town. And it was also chilly, so we couldn't really enjoy the beach at Monterosso either. But I would say that I'm happy that I got to do it. I would say that Rimanjaro, the last one, the fifth one where I stayed, was like a close second. It was really cute, and it's actually where the movie Luca is based off of. So basically, all Cinque Terre is a beautiful coastal walk, which I didn't get to do, and all of these like colorful little towns. There's not much to do in these towns other than shop and eat and just like enjoy the fact that like you're in Italy and in Cinque Terre. It's a very tourist based place. Still really cute. I still had a good time. Wish that the coastal walk was fucking moving or was able to, because that just like really makes a place like that. So basically you can either do the longer walk, which Michael did to the first 3 towns, which is like up and steep. So there is, if you still want to walk it, you can, but it's just obviously not the same. I was able to walk a little bit of it. So yeah, we just like explored and walked around. I'll have the viewpoints that we went to in the Thatch guide, because I literally don't know. Michael was great. Like, he literally like took me to all these little places that he had researched. We had a great day. Like, you never know when you meet somebody and you're gonna spend like a whole day with them, like what's it gonna be like. But we had a great day, and we ended the day back in the town that we were staying in, which is Rimanjaro. I've so named that wrong, but we watched the sunset there, and it was the first sunset that we've had the entire time being there, because the weather was shit. And it was just like a really great day, and we just had a lot of fun together. And the restaurants that we went to, we like Cornelia was like not even really anything. It's very little. Did have a really great lunch there though with Allie, and so that was cute. So there's 5. I think I might have described. There's Monterosso, Vernanza, Cornelio, Monarola, and then Rimanjaro, which I butchered that. Sorry. Hostel-wise, I got stuck with a motherfucker that was super inconsiderate underneath me. Like, who the fuck turns their light on at 5 a.m. just to sit on their phone? Don't be that traveler. Don't be that hostel roommate. Like, what a fuck. Like, such a fuck. Also, if you're leaving hella fucking early the morning, pack your shit the night before so you're not being super disruptive in the morning time. Like, come on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, be better. Be better. Especially when you're in a hostel room with 14 other people. Hostel, it did its job. It was a place to sleep. The maid did not give a fuck. She would be cleaning at like 8 a.m. She was trying to kick people out before checkout. And literally, if you stay there, to do Cinque Terre on a budget and to stay in a really cute like town, like yes, I recommend this place. The kitchen sucked, but it got the job done. Was it my favorite hostel? Absolutely fucking not. We were basically all in one big ass room. There was another separate room that was like for 4 people, but this was the room that like we stayed in. My locker was like rusted, so I had the hardest time opening and closing it. You need a small locker. It would not take my big one. We got a towel. Bathrooms were A. Like, it was a hostel. Like, let's just say it was a hostel, and it worked for sleeping and storing your shit so that you could go explore and on a budget. The kitchen had one good, like, burner. You just had to do what you had to do. So, I mean, for Cinque Terre is not cheap, so it was fine. And then, yeah, basically trained from Cinque Terre all the way to Rome, and then Allie's host mom, she picked me up, which was lovely, from the train station. But you guys, I literally, like, I'm not even joking. Don't tell my mom. I'm just telling you guys, don't tell my mom. Because one, I'm late. I have noticed a significant weight gain. I've been chalking that up to my travel body. I've been traveling for fucking almost 2 months now, and I just was like, it's my travel body. I'm drinking. I gain weight easily, like, especially the drinking, like, so I was like, okay, like, it's my travel body, like, I'm not even worried about it. And then I, like, didn't start this week, and over the summer, I went through kind of something crazy, and my body's, like, I stopped having my period, and my first normal period back was when I was on this trip last month, and so, I'm like, was my body still adjusting? What's going on? Or am I literally fucking pregnant? And I don't think it would be the Italians. Maybe the British. I've only had sex with 2 people on this trip, so I actually do think it might be the British. Or it could be the Italians. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't taken a test yet, and I'm just like thinking that I might just like wait till I get home, because like why? Like, I don't want to think about that. So that's my update. Allie and I are going to Rome tomorrow. And yeah, so maybe I have an Italian baby inside of me, or maybe I have a British baby inside of me. I don't fucking know. Holy fuck, Mamma Mia. Last is Rome. I'm literally going home a week from tomorrow. Gonna have to face all my problems then. Lovely chatting. To get to Rome was about 5 hours. I paid 74 euros, which is not ideal. My credit card is almost at $8,000. Yeah, so hello. So Alice and I decided to stay in Rome. We're staying at the Funny Palace. They literally weren't gonna let us stay here because we fucking forgot our passports, but they're homies and they are letting us stay here. So we're literally like such a slay, because it's like a law. And like we weren't planning on staying in the city, and so we left our passports in Formello, and so we're like, fuck. So luckily we had a picture of our passport, and then because like right now with everything that's going on in like Israel, like everybody's just like really on it with like terrorism and everything. So we like, obviously we're not planning on getting like absolutely plastered tonight, but it's Halloween. But like if the cops stop you, like you have to have like documentation. Like you can't, like our licenses would not like be suffice. So we're like, oh fuck. And we're going out, and we got costumes, and we're literally being bride and groom. And I'm like so excited, so we'll see where the night goes. But yeah, it's like my little update. We weren't planning on like staying in the city, but then we decided to. This is our room. It's just me and Alice, but we have like 3 beds, and then the bathroom is out there. So gonna get ready. We barely like, luckily we brought just like stuff, like a little bit of makeup. Can't really do our hair. Gonna go rinse off in the shower, redo our makeup, and then like fucking get it going. That's all I got. So we'll see how it goes. Check the fit. Like, what? It's getting fucking worse. Allie's whole fucking ass is out. So my whole ass. But look, bride and groom. When you just saw me, it was looking haggard. I'm so scared. But like, you guys, seriously, like that can't happen. At least not until we're inside somewhere. So when we're walking the streets, it's gonna be modest, but
It's gonna be good.
Guys, so we went to the toy room and we waited in line for 40 fucking minutes and we left. We went, where are we now? We have no idea where we are now. Chivalry. It was a 17-minute walk. And we're fucked up. We're having a good time. I look insane.
So, it's almost 6 a.m. We're walking back to where are we staying at the hostel. I have the hiccups. I just ate my weight in McDonald's. Happy Halloween!
Hello everyone. So just to recap the other night, it's been 2 nights. Alan and I, we went to the toy room. The Piper also was a club that was recommended, but they were sold out of their tickets for that night. And so we couldn't go there, but we ended up walking to the toy room and we got there at 11:30. It didn't open till 12. We literally sat there for 45 minutes waiting to get in and we were not, like, it was just like kind of ridiculous. And so we left there and we went to this other club, which we got in just like right away. It was the Charivari. We went there and just had so much fun. Like, oh my gosh, like we closed out the club. Like we stayed there till like 4 and like just had like so much fun. Like we just like kept meeting like guys and just were like bouncing around and people were dressed up, like walking to the clubs. It was like a bit gnarly because we were like we looked like whores and like nobody was dressed up where we were like walking at first, and then once we got like downtown it was like better. But it's fun because like at least in Italy, they have November 1st off, and so there was like a good amount of people like out and partying, and it was just like overall a really good time. And then we went to fucking McDonald's. I was starving, and I didn't get to bed till like 6 a.m. Ready to go home and just like reset my whole life. Like this has been amazing and so fun, but I am ready to like be settled again, which feels so good. Like to be on a trip, like I'm not dreading coming home. Like I think I am ready. I'm ready to come home, make some money, pay off my debt. Oh my god, I have like $8,000 on my credit card. But what? It's okay. I have over a year to pay it off. What? Amazing. Yeah, so I just wanted to recap that night and then what's kind of like going forward while we end our time. Sam, Ali's friend, who's an au pair in Spain, she's coming to Rome, and we're just gonna do just like more exploring in Rome. We might do a cooking class. Ali and I are getting our tattoos tomorrow. We're spending the night in the city again, and then we're off on Monday, and it's insane. Excited to show you guys the rest of Rome. I'm gonna go. I'll check back in when I got something else to say.
Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm home, and usually at the end of the Travel With Me episodes I do a cost analysis, but because I was in Italy for so long, I've actually had to do Italy in 2 parts. So this is part 1 of Italy, and then next week we'll go into part 2 of Italy, spend the rest of the time in Rome. I do an interview with one of my friends who moved to Spain to be an au pair. So if you're interested in learning about the whole au pair experience, that is going to be a really great episode to listen to. I also have 2 other episodes, my personal au pair experience, which was my very first Mom Find episode, and Ali's au pair experience. I'll leave those linked. So if you just want to dive deep into kind of like what's it like to be an au pair, and if you don't know, it's like basically like an international nanny where you find a family really anywhere in the world, you live with them, you take care of their kids, they give you housing, pocket money, and you get to have this amazing experience in this whole other country. And it's basically having just like a job, a home, a family to like look out for you, all wrapped up in one. And yeah, so if you want to learn how I did it, I did mine in Australia, Ali's did hers in Italy, and Sam did hers in Spain. And actually I have another friend who is about to go do hers in Italy. So it's a really great experience and a really great opportunity to travel if you love kids and love working with kids. So I highly recommend. If I did honestly go au pair, like I probably wouldn't have started Mom Find. And so it's amazing to think about. And because I started Mom Find, I've done this experience, I've inspired 3 other, and whoever knows how many other people that I just like don't know personally, but like 3 of my really like close friends to go and have this amazing experience as well. So it's very like in awe of like, damn, like this is actually
actually helping people, you know, just like figure out when they're in this like lull of like, what the fuck do I need to do next? Like, I feel like I'm meant for something more. Like, how do I just like go have some fucking fun and go have some amazing experiences? And honestly, like, that's what au pairing is. And so that's gonna be on part 2 of Italy. And so I didn't want to just have this episode end. I want to kind of pop on here and kind of explain like what is happening. But I really hope you enjoy this episode. Guide is linked below, and that's like my full guide for like all of Italy. So like go check it out. These episodes are like really helpful, but like when you're like really actually there, like in these places, like it's helpful to have like the guide in your hand, like where you're not just like looking at like your Instagram or you're like trying to reference back to this video. Like the guides are like where it's at. Like I personally, like these are the guides that I use like while I was out there and exploring, and it's so helpful because then once like you have like your maps and all of your shit and stuff, like you can reference back to it and be like, okay, like I have this restaurant, oh, we're going to this destination. You can also create your own guides on Thatch, so you could always save my guide to your own guide and then create like your own little research guide. And I love Thatch. It's literally like if Instagram and Google Maps made a baby. It's honestly just so helpful as, you know, me trying to give you a great resource, but also as a traveler, as myself. Like if I'm planning a trip, I'm planning it on Thatch and I'm saving it there, and it's so amazing and so helpful. Just a really great resource for when you're traveling and bopping around the world. But anyways, okay, well, thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, please give Mom Fine a rating, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, just subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, or follow if you're watching this on Spotify. If you are listening, thank you so much for listening. These episodes are a little bit harder to listen to because I do provide so many visuals of the travels, and so the travel with me episodes, I do recommend that you watch them. Yeah, I hope you are having a lovely day, lovely evening. If you're traveling, be so safe traveling, and you know, just keep going on with your bad self, and I'll see you on the next episode. Okay, bye.